It's the NBA on 2K Sports. And tonight, it'll be the Memphis Grizzlies going up against the Houston Rockets here in Toyota Center. This is Kevin Harlan, and we've got Steve Smith and Greg Anthony at the table with me. And the fourth member of our crew, David Aldridge, our sideline reporter. Look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. The lengthy post tandem form, Jackson and Adams. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Kennard in at the 3 slot. And for Houston, at the forward spots, it's Brooks and Smith. The guard spots are Van Vliet and Green. And it's Şengün in at the center position. Hey guys, let's be honest here. A bit of a mismatch looking at the quality of these teams on paper. But we see these types of games in this league. And sometimes they can surprise you.
Listen, every team is not a title contender. Some squads are in that rebuilding phase. Let's see if the weaker team can compete tonight.
Green with the ball. There's the triple. The rebound by Steven Adams. Kennard on the wing. There's the 3. Şengün with the rebound. Van Vliet kicks to Şengün. Here's Smith. And the rejection by Jackson. Just 5 to shoot. Van Vliet wide open. Bangs home the trifecta. Van Vliet's got the first 3 points of the night up on the board for the Rockets. Van Vliet against Morant. That one's in, his first shot this game.
What body control from Morant. Able to take the hit and power through it all.
Green, the pass to Şengün. Passes it to Van Vliet. Back to Şengün. On the wing, Green. Guarded by Bain. And it's Green, missing.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Off target with his 3.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. And last season, Greg, the Rockets tied for the league's second worst record. They expect a different outcome this go-around.
Yeah, their veteran additions, headlined by Fred VanVleet, key to turning the tide, but also continued progression by their youngsters.
Here's Van Vliet, following the score by Memphis. Smith, from down in the low post, it goes.
Whatever they ask Smith to do, he is more than willing, and boy, is he capable.
Kennard for 3. Rockets with the rebound. Green finds Van Vliet. Şengün with the ball. Pass to Smith. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Now, here's Bain. And the game with Charlotte, he did not play well. In the corner, Kennard with it, and that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Force them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Clark, he's checked in for Steven Adams. Santi Aldama comes in for Jaren Jackson. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Kennard. Now Van Vliet, following the miss by John Morant from deep. Out to Brooks. Steps back and shoots. It's Clark with the rebound. Last outing for the Rockets, it was a loss to Phoenix. Here's Morant. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Fred VanVleet picks one up.
You can tell John Morant is having fun when he's out there on the floor. He He has an infectious enthusiasm for the game that spreads to his whole team.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Jock Landale's checked in for Şengün. Tari Eason comes in for Jabari Smith. Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for Brooks. And it's Thompson in for Fred VanVleet. And that's a block right there. He swats that ball away with some energy.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
Morant with the steal. And so it's Memphis with it. Here's Smart. And again, Memphis no good.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
And here's Thompson. Over Morant. And he overshot that one, missing. 1:05 left here in the first quarter. And he banks in the layup. Morant's got 5.
An explosive leaper. Ja has no problems with scoring down low.
Well, it was the Memphis Grizzlies in their last game, a loss to Charlotte. Green deciding where to go with it. Over Smart. It's rebounded by Memphis. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
And finished off by Morant.
That's too easy for Ja Morant. Where was the defense?
And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. Trailing by 2. In the corner, it's Eason. And here's Bullock from the arc. And the 3 ball is good. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Clark outside. On the wing, Bain. He's guarded by Bullock. Pass to Aldama. To the inside. And Morant throws it down. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Here's Green. Off the mark with the little step back, Johnny. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Grizzlies lead by 1. We'll be back shortly live from Houston, Texas. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And for Memphis, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
Memphis leading. On the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. Jackson is out there with John Conjar. Then it's Porter. Then it's Brandon Clark. And it's Smart in at the point guard position. Steve, you were considered oversized for a guard when you were coming up out of school and into the pros. But right now, I don't feel like size matters as much at that position. You can be any size.
Yeah, I totally agree. But I think if you're a guy that has a lot of height and you has the skill set to play the guard position, you definitely have an advantage. The bigger you are and the more tight your skill set, the more successful you will be on the floor.
Now, here's Thompson. Nothing on the board. And Oladipo kicks to Bullock. And another 3 for Houston.
And known as a combo guard, Victor Oladipo has some point guard level passing skills in the body of a 2.
Smart against Thompson. Stolen by Thompson. Inside, Eason. And the dunk by Eason.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
Now here's Thompson. And there's the drive. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Smart.
And with his movement skills, Thompson routinely catches defenders out of position.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
Thompson is one of the best pure athletes to come into the league in quite some time. He's fast, and boy, can he fly.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And the Rockets with possession here, following the score by Memphis. Oladipo against Porter. Oladipo, good.
And after that ragged first quarter, they're getting some momentum, some confidence. Nice play.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you very much. Jalen Green is trying to reach his potential as a star in this league. He says, things are starting to slow down for me. I'm recognizing the game a lot more and understanding what my role is. I'm locked in, and hopefully I'll give my team a chance to win and just take my game to another level, becoming a lot more efficient and aggressive. Kevin, back to you.
All right. Thanks, D.A.
And still early in the period, and they're only 1 foul away from being over the limit.
Got a piece of it. Smart deciding where to go with it. And it's Clark slamming it down.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Thompson against Porter. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And their offense is really clicking right now.
Playing with a lot of energy and really taking it to the defense.
Conchar, the pass to Porter. Clark goes to screen on Thompson. 5 to shoot. Porter finds Conchar. Lets it go from deep. The Rockets pull it in. They host the Clippers after this game. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. Porter with the steal, pushing it up. Here's Smart. Finish off the break. And now a 3-point Memphis lead. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Memphis.
The way they've been going after steals in this game, it has been super impressive. They are wreaking havoc right now.
And also, given the game is more fast-paced nowadays, I like the way they've capitalized in transition, keeping their foot on the gas.
And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for Houston. Van Fleet up top. Guarded by Smart. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. Thompson's got the game tied up here for Houston.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Up their last 5 baskets, 3 have been tripled.
Brooks checked in for Houston. Jalen Green comes in for Thompson. Grizzlies have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Here's Morant. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Houston's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter.
And something a lot of people notice about Fred VanVleet are his instincts with the ball.
GA, he's got a sixth sense for how to run the offense, seeing when and where to move the ball in order to create quality looks for his guys.
Hits it from 3-point range.
Impressive accuracy of Desmond Bane. He has put in the work to be a reliable 3-point option.
Eason with a screen for Green. And there's the pass to Eason. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Eason's got 5.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
I'll tell you what, Ja Morant just keeps coming at the defense.
This is his second trip to the line in this one. That's good from Morant. That one misses.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Smith kicks to VanVleet, takes the 3. Aldama with the rebound. Memphis leading by 3. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Morant with it. Now Smith defending, and it's Morant missing.
Meeting right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
Van Vliet passes to Eason. Van Vliet outside. This is it to Eason. Van Vliet deciding where to go with it. Brooks with no one around. No good from outside. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. It's the Grizzlies. They lead by 3. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
It is a wonderful night for basketball and a wonderful time to get a quick, wonderful rundown of how the wonderful West looks early on in this wonderful season. Is that too many wonderfuls?
No, you're wonderful.
You know, for the Rockets, they're letting the losses stack up. It can dim your confidence and your playoff chances. They need to make some changes, maybe in their lineup, maybe shot selection, something.
Changing gears now. Fellas, we need to talk about how dominant Ja Morant looked in that first half.
Yeah, he's lighting them up. Even when they bring 2 defenders, he finds a way to score. He has no off button. Like me. Hit the button, Kenny. Me.
Okay, hit it.
Me.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. The guard spots are Van Vliet and Green. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Smith. And it's Şengün in at the 5, down low. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Payne for 3. Fred VanVleet grabs the miss.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Now Green, he has yet to score. Just 5 on the clock. To the tie, the Grizzlies pull it in.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. Rockets trail by 3. Second half just getting started. About a minute played. Van Vliet against Morant. Pass to Şengün. Shoots over Adams. Şengün, no good.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
And Morant gets it to go.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth, physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Van Vliet. Şengün with a screen on Morant. Another miss by Houston.
Ooh, they've come out ice cold to start this half. 3 misses and as many attempts.
Payne, no good. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for Houston. Searching for that first bucket here in the third. Green with the ball. He's picked up by Morant, and he makes that one.
Finally getting one to fall. They were 0 for 3 to start this half.
There's Jackson with the 3. It's rebounded by Houston. Şengün's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Very cold start to the second half. 1 for 5, looking for some continuity.
The kick out to Bain. Adams with the screen on Green. Bain for 3. And another miss by Memphis. It's trailed by 3. Outside, Green. And the jumper is good. Green's got his second basket.
And you can tell Green is a competitive player, willing to put in the sweat to find looks.
Tari Eason's checked in for Dylan Brooks. Then for the Grizzlies, Clark, he's checked in for Steven Adams. Santi Aldama comes in for Jaren Jackson. And here he comes!
That was amazing, and look at the elevation. Man, did you see John Morant fly through the air on that play?
And that's life above the rim, courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Houston's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third, still 0 for 3. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. The Rockets have brought in Ime Udoka to help their team become a winner. Ime said, "We have a lot of guys that have a chip on their shoulder. Those are the types I look for. And from there, we want to cultivate that into team success. That's the job of a coach, to push that and get that out of them." Kevin?
It is. Good thought. All right, David, thank you. The kick out to Bain. Smith against Morant. Shot clock at 6. Second chance shot. Eason grabs the board. Gets trailed by 3. Van Vliet outside to the paint. Here's Smith. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Smith's got 6.
I like how Fred Van Vliet stays patient. Eyes up, finds the breakdown in the defense.
Morant passes to Aldama. Morant against Van Vliet. Outside for Smart. Those 3-pointers off the mark. For Houston, they've gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. There's Green with the 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip. Morant right side. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Eason.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
But you know, this is where your patience is tested. If you shoot too quickly, you give your opponent a chance to close out the quarter.
The whole selfless play right there from Green. He's all about getting it to the open man.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
In a close game like this, everything has to be challenged, and everything has to be earned.
It's a tie game here in Houston. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next.
The Grizzlies, 33.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And for Houston, they're shooting 38% from the field. A pretty weak showing for them. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. Jackson is out there with Clark. Then it's John Concho. Then there's Smart, and it's Porter in at the 2. Pass to Bullock. Oladipo against Porter. Taken away. Outside, Smart. And stolen by Şengün. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. And the rejection by Jackson. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Memphis. Grizzlies on defense. Here's Oladipo. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
The combination of shooting and speed Oladipo provides this team is invaluable. And his hunger to keep getting better, also impressive.
Brandon Clark, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Memphis. A 2-point game, and then Clark slams it in.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
Well within striking range. Now is when you have to lock in at both ends.
Grizzlies shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Oladipo against Porter. Down low. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And how about Porter Jr.'s court awareness? Excellent job finding the open man with the pass.
The pass to Şengün. And Oladipo has it in the corner. Thompson from long range. It's rebounded by Memphis. The feed to Clark. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Porter's got 4 assists in the game.
You got to know, this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Timeout called, the Rockets. Houston with a big group substitution here. Jabari Smith, he's checked in for Tari Eason. Dylan Brooks comes in for Reggie Bullock. Green, he's checked in for Victor Oladipo. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Thompson. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Adams, he's checked in for Clark. Luke Kennard comes in for John Conchaw. Baines checked in for Porter. And it's John Morant in for Smart. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. During the last break, got to listen in on Ime Udoka's huddle with his team. Now, he was quite encouraging in the huddle. He said, look, you're fighting out there, fellas. I can see it. I need you to keep giving everything you have. Bring this one home. See if they can pull it off. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. Morant against VanVleet. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. VanVleet picks one up.
And hasn't had as many opportunities at the line as he did in that first half.
Kevin Porter's checked in for Luke Kennard. And he sinks the second.
They're ahead, but if they don't get a stop here, that free throw could prove critical.
The Rockets have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Here's Green, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
No fear in the eyes of Green, willing and ready to take the big shot for his team.
Pass to Bain. Jackson deciding where to go with it. Back to Bain. Shot clock at 5. Morant outside.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Great D that time from VanVleet. Houston in the lead. Smith the pass to VanVleet. Now Şengün. And here's Green outside. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
He lives for moments like this because he wants to be the guy to hit the clutch shot.
Here's Morant. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Smith's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Pass to VanVleet. Brooks from outside. And Desmond Bain pulls it down. Bain's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Adams sets the pick for Porter. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And you can see why they go to Porter Jr. He knows how to get it done in the clutch.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Rockets.
They've been lights out from three-point land in this one. The defense hasn't been effective at stopping them, so they have just stuck with the game plan.
And also, guys, how about the hustle we've seen on the boards? They're getting after it and cashing in on second chance scoring out.
And it's Morant missing.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Van Vliet against Bain. Van Vliet kicks to Smith. Nails the tray.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Kennard's checked in. Right wing. And they double up Morant. Pass to Kennard. Three-pointer. And again, Memphis no good. And an intentional foul right there. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth. And so they foul intentionally.
Memphis foul. John Morant. First personal foul.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5.
You have to love Fred VanVleet's sheer tenacity out on the floor. He doesn't allow himself to be intimidated on either end and always comes at you with his best. That's a big-time shot by Luke Kennard. He is just one of those guys who is ready for the moment.
And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. And that's an intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5.
Second overall pick in 2022. Smith, instead of trying to take the league by storm, he was looking for ways to fit in within the system. And that's what coaches love about players like him.
Every team needs a closer in the clutch. Morant proving he's that guy.
And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's a 6-point ball game.
Adding a little cushion to their advantage. Nice work at the line.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. They're down by 6. 19 seconds left to play here in the fourth. What's your take, guys?
They need a quick basket here.
Not only do they need a bucket, they need a 3 just to give them any chance at all.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. It's the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
And once the G League took it to another level, Green skipped college, became the number 2 overall pick in the draft, and that's really changed the landscape.
The kick out to Bain. Adams sets the pick for Bain. Gets the 3 to fall.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defense.
Thank you, David. And that's going to do it tonight.